one. Oh, what else? That's all right. How about some lights? Hey. Oh no. Don't tell me my sound ain't coming through again. Don't you do it. I'll stop streaming right now. There we go. Sheesh. Stop messing with me. She didn't want to act right. So Genki won the first round. Let me see. Let me see that. Dang, you with your pants coming up? You with your pants? I've adopted the way I speak to my daughter in my everyday language. Want some milkies? Milkies? Jumping Parry? Back trope. You know what's messed up is when this uppercut, one thing I'm trying to do with Hugo is learn how to punish this, because sometimes they actually end up behind you. So if you do a quarter circle forward, it's a quarter circle back because they're behind you, so you don't get the move you want. So I got to figure out a way how to fix this. So I don't blame Genki for not doing heavy punch flash chop, because the input might have got messed up. Or middle punch. Does Alex's sweep have more damage than his... Not damage, more range than his torch medium punch? Whoa! Had to do it to him. I'm gonna find out. Get this a little bit closer. I feel like it does. Oh, it definitely does. Huh. That range is pretty good. That might be his longest range poke. Between that and stand medium kick. But stand medium kick is not hitting the legs. So these might have the same range, but the hitbox is too high to hit Ryu's knee. I still think it has more range. Let's try to get somebody who's flatter. A flatso. I think Q's kind of flat, right? No? How about Remy? Rembert. Nope. And that's not going to hit that bottom part. So I guess I would do it the other way around. Somebody who gets hit by both. Probably Dudley does. We know he's fat. Look at that. But his hitbox moves around. That's pretty funny. Maybe a little bit closer. Oh, I'm like right on the edge. But that kind of proves to me that crouch heavy kick has more range than anything else. And look at the pushback on this. It's minus 15, but wait a minute. Does it have more range than Shoto sweeps? There's no way. Ain't no way. Hey, you know what's a vital part of the stream that's not working? The chat. Get in there. Where's my chat at? I mean, not if people aren't chatting. I'm just saying I don't have the chat up. There we go. Love how you play with Jamie. Play Street Fighter 6, please. I will at some point. But I'm just bored. There's nothing really new to do. It's just the same thing. And that same thing is not really developing. This game is 20-something years old, and I'm still finding new things. Like real new things that are effective. Hope Street Fighter 6 gets deeper. It's a little bit deeper. What was I just about to test? Oh, I wanted to see if his sweep had more range than Shoto sweeps. I'm sure it's not as fast, but does it have the same range? It does. It's much slower, but it actually has more range than Ken Sweep. See his whiffs? Actually, I should also crouch. Wow. Yeah, it's got more range. You were my first Zeku teacher? Sheesh. That was a long time ago. The Zeku era was pretty cool. Man, come to think of it, ever since Street Fighter V, I've just been playing different characters to get a new sensation. Why can't I feel? Going in a hot was pretty funny. Well, Street Fighter V, played Laura, got bored, played Urien, got bored, played Colleen, got bored, played G, got bored, played Cody, got bored, played Zeku, got bored. I landed on Sagat, and he was the worst one, but I mean, that's kind of how it is. Finding new ways to win. What are we trying to look at? Whatever. I just look and see if there's something cool. And I might lab it. Or I'll just not. Hugo, Street Fighter 6? Nah, I don't want him in Street Fighter 6. He's still good here. Match versus RX, TM, and Hayao. Oh, these are three matchups that are pretty good for Akuma, right? I wonder who people think is better, Q or Hugo? They're probably around the same strength. But it's much easier for Q to get taunts and defense, and that makes him really good. 3-taunt Q is very good. Dude, this looks boring. But I guess that's how this matchup can go for Akuma. Oh, it was the down heavy punch. Zeku was the only reason I played Street Fighter 5. He's a really cool character. He's one of the best designs, like aesthetic designs. I think Zeku and G were the coolest looking characters, especially for new character concepts. Cool versus Urien is 9-1 and Urien Fairy. Man, Urien players, they don't claim to win any matchups. Urien loses to Ken. Urien loses to Hugo. Urien loses to Akuma. Urien, he struggles in neutral. He doesn't have any cancelable attacks, you know. Just medium punch. Sean and Dudley were my mates at Third Strike. Sean is really fun. I kind of want to revisit Dudley. There's a couple things I want to do. I want to play Dudley, Yun with SA2. I found some things you can do with it that are pretty silly. You can do EX shoulder into SA2 and hit confirm it. You can also do crouching light kick, EX shoulder, SA2. It's pretty funny. You can link off a medium punch, link off a down medium punch, short super, stand light kick super, dive kick, light kick super. Like, it's pretty cool. It's not as good. It's definitely not as good as Ganagent, but it's good. Your player is still salty about Pikachu Akuma versus Gutex to this day. I think they didn't. I don't think they played on arcade either, which makes it way worse for Akuma or Gutex for Urien. Because Akuma can't crouch under the Tatsus, and he can punish it, but barely, not really. I think you have to red parry to get a good punish. Or you can pick Tyrant Slaughter. Tyrant Slaughter. Dude, Tyrant Slaughter might be the right... Against Akuma, Tyrant Slaughter might be pretty good. Because otherwise you gotta chase down the teleports for the unblockables. Tyrant Slaughter could punish the Tatsus. Yeah. Remember when people lost their minds when third generation came out with no Ryu and Ken? No? Nope. I don't remember that. Came out with no Ryu and Ken. Oh, you mean when new generation came out? Is that what you mean? Do you still have 10 frames to red parry, or it's harder? It's harder. I've heard it's 1 frame for specials and 2 frames for normals. I don't know if that's true or not. That one I can't verify. I don't know. But I did learn today. I mean, I knew this, but I didn't really think about it and put it together. You can continuously parry in this game. You can do high-low, high-low. And the cooldown, if you do it right, you'll always have a parry active. It'll be high or a low parry. Because the parry window for high and low is 10 frames. So you can do 10 frames high, 10 frames low, 10 like high, low, high, low. Like I thought about it against Yun. Somebody made a dumb tweet about how crouching medium kick and getting clipped for... Man, this tweet, it's got to be bait. It's got to be bait, man. This is so stupid. The illusion of free choice. It has Alpha 2. For some reason, it's missing Alpha 3. And then Third Strike, Street Fighter 4, 5, and 6. The illusion of free choice. Losing 40 HP because you got clipped by a low. You know, Super Turbo, you can low forward super also. Dude, that's not... Who cares? That's not the point. It's not the point. Street Fighter 4, you could low forward fireball FADC. Get pressure. If it hits, you get a combo. Street Fighter 5, low forward, activate super. Free pressure, or get a combo. Street Fighter 6, low forward, drive rush, or get a combo. Get a combo, or hit them on block, have pressure. Third Strike. Ooh. You do crouching medium kick with Ken on block from a distance, you might get punished. If it's a mirror match, getting punished. You don't just go ahead and go forward and then make them guess. That's not how it works. It's like, what does this have to do with choice? This is just wrong. Unless you're saying there's no choice, but there's fighting games with crouching medium kicks that you can get hit by and they can combo hit. What's the big deal? I think the best argument is Chun-Li's low forward is cheap, but it's not cheap on block. It's pretty good on block. There's very few things you can do to punish it besides parry, but this is dumb. But it just kind of reminds me that most people don't understand how fighting games work. Ugh. So I think the best thing you can do in Third Strike that's like a low forward and skip neutral would be Yun into Ganagin. And the reason why I brought this up is because of the parry thing. So low forward and then activate Ganagin off of the shoulder. Now I'm close and I have pressure. Yeah. Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 6. But like, look. That shoulder is actually really easy to parry. And so are all the other shoulders. But first of all, there's a cool setting here where you can see the parry windows. When I tap forward, go to neutral, you can see on the top right it says forward, and then there's an orange cream bar right next to it. That is the time that it takes for me to be able to parry again. So I can't parry again until that orange meter finishes. So it's like a parry cooldown, right? So if I parry too quick, it's not going to let me do it. And it actually makes my first parry worse. Possibly. Could be. I could be cutting it short from 10 frames. So then if you look at the down parry, same stats. 10 frames, and I'm assuming it's the same cooldown. But here's the cool thing. They don't share the same cooldown. Ooh! So if I tap forward and then down, it layers one into the other. You switch from forward parry to down parry. So that means you can extend your parry window for up to 20 frames if you do it correctly, right? Tap forward, tap down at the end of it. But more than likely, it's going to be like 18, unless you do it absolutely perfectly. So what that means, circling back, if Yun does crouching medium kick and then shoulder, I can tap down and then forward, or forward and then down. So that's the heavy version. Here's a light version. It's much faster, right? This is either a high or a low parry. It doesn't matter which direction I'm going. So no matter what, as long as I input down and forward or forward and down with neutral, I'm going to parry that. And if he activates Ganagin, I'm going to punish to Ganagin. He's going to lose all his Ganagin. So if this is the closest you can get to neutral skipping off of a low forward and third strike, It's actually not that good. It's actually really easy to parry it when you do that, when you do this method. So here's the medium, just so you can see what it looks like. Oops. Parry a little bit too much. It's like hard to mess this up. All right, here's the heavy one more time. That was forward and that was down into forward and forward into down. Actually, I think it was the other way around. And if you activate Gagan, you can punish with throw and some fast normals. I think up to 5 frame. We can actually see what it is on Parry. Let me see what that is on Parry. It shouldn't matter which character it is. So if Gagan activate is parried, what are we looking at? Parry, always. He ain't minus 75. That's not right. No, it's definitely not minus 75. That's not correct. But I can tell you with Hugo, I can do standing light kick, crouching jab, throw. Unless he's out of range, it will punish. I know Gagan is minus 2 raw. Really? Let's take a look. Let's prove you right or wrong. Whichever one is fine. Let's find out the truth. The third strike truth. Super Arts. Gagan. Well, this doesn't help. This says 9 startup, but I don't know about the recovery. I don't know if it's minus 2 either, because I believe if you do Gagan raw, Chun-Li can punish it with SA2. Yeah, that's what I recall, but it could be more than that. I don't think it's minus 2 raw. It's at least minus 9. It could be more though. This isn't gonna help much. No, this doesn't really help because it shows the screen freeze. But yeah, I don't think it's minus 2. We can do some tests and see if he can block after Gagan. What's a good thing to test with? I could try Hammer Frenzy up close. Oh, the old rabbit hole. So I'm blocking. We just make sure he's blocking. Okay, 10 frames. He's less than minus 10. Let's try 7. He's better than minus 7. I have a 5. At least minus 5. I don't have a 6 frame, I don't think. He's at least minus 5. And my super is... I think my super is 6. Oh, I have gigas. Pretty sure this is 6 frames, or it's 5? Forget. 4? Well, there you go. That's not gonna work. I need something that is 5 frames, which I think Dudley's Roundhouse is 5 frames. Right? Yeah, it is. Okay. So this might work perfectly. Yeah. So he's minus 5 after the activation, which is really minus 6 if you look at it like new school terms. Yeah, the point is, low forward in the shoulder is actually not very good. If you see you undo crouching medium kick, you should tap forward or down and then forward. You're gonna parry the shoulder, and then if you parry the shoulder, you can punish Gagan. I wonder if the same thing is true if he does shoulder and Gagan. I wonder how minus he is, because that doesn't tell me. Maybe if I do it the other way around, it'll tell me. No. Dang it. What? There we go. So that should block. Well, he's plus when you... don't tell me. Okay, medium punch is not fast enough again. He might be -6 again, I think, or -5. Wow. Wow, can't get it. Damn, that sucks. Man, it's probably more than that too. Like, I bet if I do crouching medium kick before the screen freeze, it might punish. Yeah. So he's probably -5 or 6 after the activation. Let me try that medium punch again. Weird. Yeah, if I'm early, that still works. That should ultra throw, right? Yeah, he just loses all his meter. This ain't Arc Survival? Oh, dang it. Thank you. Maybe we should try retro today. Whoa, retro. The problem with the retro category, there might be more people who are searching in the retro category, but I think... Oh, you switched it. Thanks. I'll try retro today and see how it goes. And then do third strike tomorrow. Appreciate you, Seth. I know Q's close stand medium kick works there, and that's -7. Sounds about right. I mean, if 10 works, then 7 should also work. It just depends on if you do it before or after the activation. Anyways, I guess rant over. It's not about the damage you get off a crouching medium kick. It's about the layers of opportunity you get in all the other new fighting games besides third strike. Third strike's the best! And fade. Fade. This matchup sucks. Oi. Man, I really wish he would do ultra throw instead. Come on, Hayao. Hayao, I think... Oh my god. Oh, I actually missed. Hayao is a Hugo that I like to call Robo Hugo. He's the best Robo Hugo. They used to call Chun-Li players who just did heavy punch, back heavy punch, and heavy punch, and crouch medium kick. They just did those 3 moves and throw. That was called Robo Chun. Robo Hugo is medium punch, crouch medium kick, and 360. Hayao is the king of Robo Hugo. Did I miss the 3S does not have drive rush rant? A little bit. Japanese third strike players are on another level, man. It's not as bad as it used to be. It used to be like impossible for them to lose to anybody who was not in their circle of friends, basically. Though Japan is still the best overall and still has the best players, I can say that American players are closer than they ever have been. So the gap isn't that big. I mean, I watch Japanese third strike, and I still find things that could be improved on. But the thing is, this game, it's so hard to play perfectly that you can't... You can find a million things to critique in one situation. But that's what makes this game special and cool. It's not... There's a lot of human error that turns into something awesome. That tweet photo was so dumb. The best thing for me is to believe that it's rage bait. You know? Nobody actually believes that, right? It sucks. This matchup sucks. Oh, jump back button! Jump back button! I'm thinking about trying Megaton press in this matchup. Hey, you're here, love 3S because you can't play like this decision is wrong, Brian F. dork all the time? That's messed up. What? Brian F's cool. Hey, man. He's cool. I just wish more people played this game before they commented on it. Like they know about how the game works. It sucks. Because if you try to explain it, you seem like an elitist. And even if you're approaching it not from the angle that this game is better than all the new... If you just explain how the game works, it seems like that's where you're coming from. I just wish people would just play it. It's so rare, it seems, for newer players to go back and try it. Like, why not? Give it a shot. It's free! Austin Pure made me pick up Remy despite how terrible he is as a character. The man was built different. He changed his name to Lucifer, too. Kuma's cheap! Oh boy. This matchup is the king of matchups in Third Strike when it comes to, no, my character loses this matchup. Both the Makoto player and the Dudley player are like, nah, this matchup sucks for me worse than it sucks for you. I can't jump in, you got medium kick. I don't know who this matchup is worse for. Probably Dudley. Probably worse for Dudley. Have you learned anything you learned from Puck's Jamie win on TNS? Nope. What? Is this me or the... I think it's the YouTube video. Man, that sucked. Last time I streamed, I was playing a set against apparently Sherwin. Like one of the... Like an amazing Dudley player. What's going on with this? And then I was up 4-2. And then my internet cut off. Like the weather just stopped. And what's happening? YouTube tripping. As a Dudley player, I agree. I think that Dudley has more of the incentive to have to go in. And it has to do with Makoto's super, whether it's SA, whether it's the punch or the 100% stun move, which it's harder to do that against Dudley, but still, if you just land the super, his stun's going to be really high. You know, she got a command grab, of course. But what's the difference between having a command grab and also having, like, and then the other character has an overhead you can't see? Like, they're both messed up. But I would say the difference is, if you do overhead with Dudley, unless you have super, it's not as good. But if Makoto does a command grab, the risk ain't even that bad. Oh, what was that? Why was that? Does that mean low parry? That's just unsafe. Why would you do that? Was that a mistake? Turned into a conversion? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, it looks cool. Man, I think I can't full screen things. My capture card acts all stupid. Oh, it looks all small. Can someone link that frame data site he uses? It's just... as Sabiner. I just searched Third Strike frame data, and that works. It's also on FAT. You'll never be so sick at Third Strike that people write actual folk ballads. Yeah, I've seen that with Can't Be Hayao. That's pretty funny. I agree that both players feel the same way about the others. Yeah, that's pretty fun. It's also, like, my favorite thing about Third Strike right now, in today's era, is all the bitching and complaining is already said and done. Like, you know how Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 are going through that phase where people are just really pissed and unpleasant? Third Strike's already been through that. Everyone knows Chun-Li is cheap, Yun is broken, Makoto's fucking stupid. It's like, yeah, okay. This has been like that for 15 years. So it's mostly good vibes. It's all set in stone. And yet, there's still cool things you can do. I remember playing Street Fighter 5, and people would say in the early phases of Street Fighter 5 that it was like Makoto mirrors. I think I said that. It was like Makoto mirrors because you couldn't react to a whole lot of stuff, and you couldn't really whiff punish. The game lagged for 8 frames, so we just like boom, 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 boom. You're in their face, and you might lose for it. But I would fight Makoto any day than play Season 1 Street Fighter V. Neobon. I think a lot of players are in Japan right now for Evo Japan. Like, not just Americans. But, oddly enough, Sherwin he has a video on this channel. I don't know how recent it was, but that means he was in Japan. But if the Dudley player that I played, if that was Sherwin, does that mean he went to Japan and then came back? That's weird. That sucks. This game's pretty cool. Sherman's back in Cali. I played him earlier today. Man, I'm so upset. That was probably the most fun set I've had. Not even just like this recent return to Third Strike. It's so fun to play against somebody who's like thinking about what you're thinking about, and then you're thinking about what they're thinking about, so you do the thing that they're not thinking about, and then you do something like walk forward in range of their normals, and they're like, oh shit, and they punch you in the face. Oh man, it's cool. I was doing good too. Neobon. Third Strike has more competitors than KOF 15 on Evo Japan registrations. Sad for KOF fans? Why? How many? They probably have a decent turnout too. I'm rocking Hugo for Evo. Evo costs more than $1,000 to go. So I was like, maybe I should go to the Jazzy Finale. Jazzy Finale costs more than $1,000 to go. Dude, man, inflation is ridiculous. Us S rankers. You're S rank? Jazzy Finale gonna be super fun. If I was just going exclusively for a Third Strike, you know, it could depend on what they do with Street Fighter 6. Because I still could get value out of Street Fighter 6 if for going to Evo. So that could be a double whammy. Just a little bit more bang for your buck. Though it seems better to play more Third Strike. Man, I don't see myself grinding player matches for Street Fighter 6 to get better. Although I still should. I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to think about Street Fighter 6 too much. Feels like it's more worth it to go to Evo Japan than US. I don't know, man. Last year, Evo Japan had some problemos. I don't know if you remember. But a lot of things were late or something with the AC. Have you tried playing 3S on leverless? I attempted to, just to see, you know, if I could do a Tachi Gigas on Hitbox. And then when I tried to touch the leverless, it was on fire. It was like, ah! So it's just forbidden. I can't do it. It's just not allowed. Oh. Oh. I think they could have killed from there. Oh, that's sick. Up. Yep. Up ages. This year, weave Yoshida from Newton. Yoshida? Or do you mean Matsuda? Could you do a reaction blocking test between stick and leverless for common overheads in 3S? Curious to know if there's a tangible difference. I don't think I can establish a difference with overheads. Well, the difference there would be accuracy. Instead of going from like between diagonal and back, you would go directly to back. You still have to release your middle finger from down if you're trying to go from down back to back. So you're either releasing your middle finger, which that's probably faster. I mean, it is. And then going from down back to back with your wrist. It wouldn't be so much a speed thing. It would be accuracy. Because overheads, depending on which overhead it is, overheads are like in the 20 frame, 20-ish, depending on the character. Right? Something like that. What's the earliest universal overhead can hit? It really just depends on so many things. Dang, Alex's overhead is 15. Dudley's is probably also 15. Yep. What about universal overhead? First frame is on 15, but that one sucks. I think it's punishable on hit. It's got to be meaty. I don't know how I could test that. I told him. I was trying to test recently the difference between 0 run ahead, 1 run ahead, 2 run ahead offline, and I couldn't detect a lot of much of a difference at all. But I need to test it more. I feel like I got interrupted. I didn't finish it. Let me see if I wrote that down. It's here somewhere. I might have put it in the Hugo document. I did not. Or did I make something new for it? I think I did. Oh, I put it in the Third Strike Facts document. Some rough results. So what I did was I found startups of normals and then total animation frames of different normals. And then I found windows of time that represented a 10 frame punish, 11 frame punish, 12 frame punish, 13 frame punish. Apparently I could do a 12 frame punish in Third Strike. Now I know it doesn't work that way in a real match, but the point is I could not do an 11 frame whiff punish with 1 run ahead. I think that was the result. I could do a 12 frame, but not an 11 frame with 1 run ahead. So I thought that it would mean if I put 2 run ahead, I could do an 11 frame punish, but it didn't seem to work that way. So I need to do more testing, but this is the general layout. And some of these are kind of whack because you have to really space them correctly just to get the right place for it to punish things. But the ultimate goal with this is, let's say that this is true. I can do a 12 frame whiff punish with a 244 hertz monitor on 1 run ahead. Let's say that's true. If that's impossible for me to do on the arcade setup, then this is not correct. Then this is not the right way to play Third Strike. If you're compensating for lag, then maybe it's closer. But really my end goal is to establish what exactly should you be able to, what you should and shouldn't be able to do in Third Strike. And I know that input delay isn't the only component. There's more to the story than just input delay. How much those other factors contribute to the accuracy of how Third Strike should be, I don't know. But the best I can do, the best I can think of, and my troubleshooting skills, or lack thereof, is to just see what is possible in game for me to do. What I can do in one game, and then what I can't do. And what I also want to do is test it for Super Gun, test it for arcade hardware, test it for Fightcade, maybe test it for the 30th anniversary edition. I don't really care too much. There's probably no reason to do that. Playing on the arcade feels sluggish after playing 240 hertz and 2 run ahead. See, that's not good. I think 2 run ahead might not be what Third Strike is supposed to be. Maybe. I don't know. I wish you can call up Neo G or whoever and be like, hey, what's the input delay supposed to be, man? I wish you could talk to every fighting game dev and ask them that question. Hey, what do you want the input delay to be? Hey, what up, Priest? How's it going, man? I'm just chilling. Man, I'm going to the third strike category. Retro don't do nothing. Ain't nobody watching on Twitch. Just more people on YouTube. There. No dev thinks of that. I'm inclined to... I think they're aware. They gotta be aware of it. It's hard to say. Oh, do you mean like what a game is supposed to be? Like Street Fighter V lagged for 8 frames, and then they eventually fixed it. Was that on purpose? Did they mean for it to be like that? You mean for old games at least? Dude, there's so many things that are specifically intentional in Third Strike that they had to think about it. It can't be an accident. Let me show you something about Makoto. Let me show you the... Okay, Makoto and Elena. So Elena's standing light kick, I talk about this all the time. There it is, standing light kick. It has 4 active frames. If we're playing Street Fighter V, 4 active frames means you can make it have 3 more advantage on hit. Because the hit stun on each active frame is the same. So, yeah, you just recover. It's as if you're recovering sooner if you hit on a later active frame. That's why you have more frame advantage when you do melee attacks. Sometimes. So, you would think this could be up to +7, right? At the very best, you can do standing light kick with Elena at the latest frame, and it would be +7. That's awesome, because then that would mean you can do stand light kick, and then hit confirm. That's kind of cool. So according to this, stand light kick is +4, right? Let's see if that matches up with what we have here. We'll go ahead and get rid of all this. +4. You can see it right there. +4. So what happens when I use this attack as a meaty? I have to time it manually because I don't have it set up. Wow! I lost frame advantage. Do you know what that means? It means they tailored the active frames for each. They tailored a hit stun for each active frame. They said, no, we will not allow you to hit confirm this. You're going to lose advantage if you do it meaty. That's fascinating. They specifically don't want you to do light kick, and then uppercut or super. Makoto! Same idea. Makoto's medium punch has a crazy amount of active frames. 11 active frames. If we're going by Street Fighter V rules, Street Fighter 6 rules, that means this move could be +17 on hit. If you hit it on the last active frame, it'd be +17 on hit. Or 18 on crouching hit. So keep that in mind. +17. Let's see if I get anywhere close to that. With a meaty stand medium punch. Okay, +8. What's a long knockdown? +9. +9. +8. It's looking really meaty, but I can't get more than +9. They put a limit. They put a strict limit. We will not allow this move to have more than maybe 9+ frames on hit. Because, I mean, it should be possible to do... Maybe not. I think that can be a 1-frame link if you do it perfectly. Medium into heavy. And then this is 8. 7. So you probably can do medium into medium if you do it meaty. Like... can probably work. 8? 7. I bet there's a way to get to the combo. But yeah. Basically, they tailored the active frames in this game. They did not make the active frames universal. So that, to me, tells me attention to detail. That seems like a lot of work to not be thinking about other things in your fighting games as well. I can hear a bug flying into my window. It seemed like the reelback animation was preventing it. They also were forced to stand up. So I was losing 1 frame because they weren't crouching. But yeah, the point is, it should be, by today's standards, plus 16 or 17 or 18. But it does not go beyond that because they looked at the last active frames and reduced the amount of hit stun on them compared to the first one. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Remember to hammer frenzy that like button. Sometimes I think it's kind of lame that hammer frenzy is just, they just threw a bunch of normals together. It looks like a budget super move. I mean, that's not uncommon to recycle animations. But sometimes I look at it like, wait a minute, that's just clap and heavy punch and lariat. Just doing a bunch of moves together. Luke's design always seems so smart when I look deeply at it, like there was definitely a lot of planning in 3S. No, I definitely don't think they accounted for everything. You know? I don't know how you can. This is like version 1 of Street Fighter 3, really. And the other two were just jank. But they did a pretty good job. That doesn't punish. Probably trying to hit the next thing they might do. Is this the Justin Wong tactic? Level 1. It is good against Hugo's jump, but this is something that I would... Is this Justin? No. This would be a Justin Wong strategy because he plays really lame and it makes sense for them. I should have prefaced that I come from a Smash background. Nothing in that game seemed like it was planned intentional, but it all worked out so well. That gets compared a lot, this game, to Smash Brothers. Why would you? Oh, it worked! Yeah, I'm ignorant. I'm pretty ignorant when it comes to Smash. I don't know much about it at all. I say one is trash even when Justin plays it. It's also, I think it makes him not want to, like, he doesn't have to get parried. He's not gonna get Daigo parried if he plays SA1. I think that could be the hidden agenda. What's the deal with Hammer Frenzy's last hit not working half of the time? Do you have to learn how it hits every character versus stand versus crouch? Are you holding it and then releasing it? You gotta do Hammer Frenzy, clap. So there's a, okay, there's a, uh-oh. Let's go, Justin. Didn't even hurt. Oh! Let's see what we can do here. I need a better setup. Maybe I should just put the stick on the side and not have to deal with that. But there's a couple ways you can hit confirm Hammer Frenzy. I guess just 2. You can link it. Even with Light Punch. I want the block to be random. That's a link. I did it after the special finished. And then you can do it in neutral, where it clips something. Like this. That's not a link. I'm canceling the super, but I'm also holding Hammer Frenzy and then releasing it late. And the reason why I can do this is because I'm using medium clap and they're crouching, so they have extra hit stun. So I have more time than I think I do to hold it and then release it so I can get more distance. But if I just do it, if I don't do any hold, it ain't gonna hit. If I don't hold it enough, it might not hit fully. Actually does pretty good against Ryu. But I know what you're talking about, especially like Dudley. This happened to him. It has to do with their collision box, I think. Basically where their character exists when they're hitting something. Can I demonstrate that? I think this is a good example. Trying to see an attack that he doesn't move forward with. It's probably going to be heavy kick, but this is hard to hit. Let me see if I can just do this. Damn it. See? Right there. Doesn't connect fully. His character doesn't basically get sucked into it because of what the normal is. But if it's something like crouching heavy kick, I'm not sure if I can hit this or not. See how he's much closer because of the crouching heavy kick is pulling his whole body into it? If you look at like his throw box, the yellow cross, he's moving forward while he does that. As opposed to this heavy kick, he doesn't move forward at all. Like this. So I have to hold it for a very specific amount of time. That didn't even work. That didn't combo. I have to hold it too long. Let me put this dang stick right here. It makes it better. That makes it better. Do you think this game would have been better if trades worked normally? I don't think that matters too much. You mean like priority system? How Street Fighter 6, if attacks happen at the same, if like hit boxes overlap each other, you get a trade, and whoever has more hit stun can potentially combo off of it. That can still happen in this game. You still get trades if you're the same strength, right? Nah, I don't think that has much of a factor. It's probably better this way. I don't know why. I just feel that way. A few supers like Jinrai Makoto's SA1 pull the opponent. Yep. And sometimes Makoto's super still whiffs, even though it pulls them in. Urian versus 12. Is Yama the best 12 player in the world? Or is it Alex Valle? This character is so whack. And he's good against Hugo. I hate that. It would make Yun that little bit more bearable. I mean, it could mean that Yun could get trades and then combo into Gagan. Like maybe Yun does a heavy punch, close heavy punch, delays it, and you wake up with a light attack, and then it trades, and then now he knows he can combo to Gagan. Maybe crouching medium punch, activate, whatever. What would he do if he could trade? Don't know. People who pick default color wig me out. There's something off about them. I've heard that if you play default color in Japan, you should be a master of that character. You have to deserve the default color. That's one trade versus the entirety of Gagan string with super priority though. That's a problem. That's Ganajan's problem. Ganasian is just stupid. Because you're right, when you're in Ganasian, you have the property of the supers with your attacks. So, I don't think it's possible to trade anything when you're using Ganasian normals. I don't think I've seen it. But am I playing at Evil this year? I don't know. I'm very indecisive, but one thing is for sure, it costs way too much money. I've been watching Zafrino's JV tournament play. He's been getting better. Jamie got third at Tina's last time. That's good. Cool. Yep. What super do Remy pick most against Hugo? Probably Super Art 1. Hey, what up, Richard on YouTube? Good agent trades with supers, but that's it. Yeah, it makes sense. I guess I don't trade with Command Graph supers. I mean, anything that's invincible, it's not going to trade with. Then we got Save Joe's with 12. Lots of reward attached to it, huh? That's probably going to be a hit confirm in the Super Art 1 off of the low short. Crazy hands. Is he going to win? Hey! Oh. Overhead. Oh, that was smart. that was cute. You see that? He got an air reset. Where's it at? I think it was before this. There it is. They woke up with headbutt. It causes an air reset. Man, I can't do full screen. It's so stupid. Causes the air reset, and then he mashes the hands, whatever his move's called, so that they land into it. Which I think is actually punishable, but maybe Urian can't punish it that well. I'm sure like a Ken Super punishes it. Oh, poor 12. Could he have flown backwards here? He probably would have flew into the fireball on the way down. What does his hitbox look like? I bet he gets bigger. A little bit. He gets wider. And a little bit lower. Yeah, he just in general gets bigger. So more than likely he would have just flown into the fireball. And you can't parry while you're flying. 12 sucks. Who? Ibarra? He can spring off the wall? Yep. For what reason? I don't know. I don't think he's like Chun-Li where you can do a normal and then jump off the wall and then do another normal, which would build you a little extra meter. I don't think so. But I'm about to find out. Nah. What is this for? Yeah, you tap back to do it. What is this for? Can you get real low or something? There's a height restriction on it. There's a height restriction. Why? What is that for? You want to see me play Yang in this game more? Too easy. I'll play Gil. Jizz blanket. Oh my god. Straight to the back cave. I'll just turn this off. Hugo's way cooler than Yang. Doesn't have some? Doesn't Chun have some weird? Oh my goodness! I'm just reading words that aren't there. Doesn't Chun have some weird shit where she can insta wall jump? Not sure. That sounds right. Can you play Yang with my eyes closed? It's easy. Just low forward Rekka. Don't give you flashbacks. Hugo's not fun to watch. Too slow. I almost said something cancelable. I feel high-level players have to play safe characters seems sometimes. You probably mean they're more likely to win if they play safer characters. I think one of the lost arts, especially lately with fighting games, is not playing because you're going to win more with the character, but playing a character because you like it, and they're cool, and they're fun to win with, not just that they're easier to win with. And it's not like there's $1 million on the line with this game. I would love to see more people play the bad supers for the cool clips, like Yun with SA2, Oro with the dumb grab super, Tyrant Slaughter, Urian. 3S characters have a high amount of fun factors. Yeah. I think Remy's really fun. Sean's really fun. I think Oro unblockable is the least amount of fun in this game. It's the least amount of fun for everybody. At least Urian looks kind of cool when he does unblockables. It's so rare to find character loyals nowadays. I think it's the opposite. You find high tier loyalist, which is, you know, Luke. It's hard to know exactly how many times it's going to hit. Oro Booker unblockable is probably the least interesting thing in the game. Yep. You parried my unblockable. Here's a hit grab. I wonder if there's an answer for that. I actually don't know. If you can parry, then block, and then parry again. Because you can't parry the hit grab. Maybe you just take the hit grab and then you don't have a setup after that, I guess. What's up, no good? I was salty that you didn't put me in funny streamer category. Fuck you. Hope you're doing good, though. Maybe if I didn't talk so much shit. Oro's SA3 is even worse. Don't know why they put him back in Street Fighter 5. His grab super in Street Fighter 5 was, I think, very underrated. It was just 2 bars. And there was a lot of things you can do with it. Because it was a command grab and a hit grab. It meant that you never had to worry about throw-in vol. So you either command grab them or it just turns into hit grab. Which is cool. I think you could link with it also. I liked his V-trigger too, I think it was. It sucks that those games are not going to be played anymore. No matter how many times people try to revive Street Fighter 4 or even like have a nostalgia tournament. There's so many fighting games that just have lost technology that'll never see the light of day. Or competitively see it, like really implemented. This might be one of the few, at least Street Fighter games, that you can still find new tech and apply it. Fuck those games! Fair enough, I guess. I'm gonna hit this game center when I'm in Japan. I got invited to a 3S meetup. I'm gonna go stink it up with my queue. All you gotta do is car command grab. Just do it one time and people are like, oh shit. And then just pretend to play footsies. Just walk back and forth. And they'll be like, whoa. Whoa. How do I win? I can do it on the left side. Sure, I'll show you. Nobody asked. Hit. that. There you go. Oh! I'm the best. Wow. 2-player side, I'm trash. Can't do it. Can't do it on 2-player side. I don't know why. Let me get 1. I kind of know why, but I don't like it. I think it's the same reason that I don't do clockwise standing gigas. Still makes sense. There's something wrong with me. Oh. Starting to get better at it. Like my old ways. Oh. Oh. I'm sweating. Come on, man. Focus. Yes. Ooh. Oh, I got 6. I got 6. I'm only 94 away from Hayao. How can you not do it the other way? I think it's the way I hold the stick. I got the 3S because I was sick of waiting on 5's slow-ass matchmaking and fight gate got me games instantly. The other thing about fight gate is you're not depending on playing people who are your skill level. I think it's fun to play Third Strike against people who are not good, who are average, who are above average, who are very good, and who are the best in the world. Like, all levels are really fun to me. At least for a while. This is a great game to play. Like, Sean, the idea of Sean is so cool. Like, he fits perfectly. If you're playing somebody of lesser caliber, you can switch to Sean. And that's fun. He was awesome. It's shame he sucks. Massive balls. Not that bad. Q with 3 taunts is very good. Q with 3 taunts and has super stocked. Bro, let's just watch this first to 10. With this suck balls massively character. What's calling me? 1 second.
いかに P を決めるかが勝負の分かれ目となりますね。そしてこの Q のこの移動投げというあるんですが、この投げがですね、ヤンの大体その攻めの連携に大体割り込めてしまうんですね。なるほど。大体割り込んでしまうので、近づいたら全部これで。近づいたらチームプレイがチームプレイに対してヤンは勝てることがしかしエピソードくらいしかないので、なかなかめんどくさい。じゃあ上から行こうかなというと、ジャンプのジャンプ台形が
We're free tonight, boys! She's not coming home until like 10:30. What'd I miss? Amish Paradise. Been spending most of our lives. I hope Coolio never went to them Diddy parties. T and my fucking goat, really nice guy. Oh, so you bragging? You met him? Y'all had beers together, huh? Invite me next time. Q is good, he just has a few terrible matchups. Probably most of his matchups are not favorable. I think he's probably around the same strength as Hugo. TBH. He might be easier than Hugo, but that's not saying much. Maybe a little bit. Maybe. OMG, I finally caught you on stream. Your guild guide for Street Fighter 5 is what got me to Street Fighter in general. I appreciate you a lot, dude. Thanks. Welcome to the world's strongest laboratory. Q vs Remy is like the funniest matchup in this game. I forgot which Q player. I made a clip back when I was playing Remy. I was doing Kara LOVs against a Q player. It might have been RPD Rookie. Q can't crouch under the LOVs, I think. I think that's what it was. Right? So you can, if you do the... Oh, he can crouch under it sometimes. He's got a moving hitbox, so sometimes he crouches under it, sometimes he won't. Like, if I get him on the uptrend. You see how I can move forward? Maybe this is the closest thing you can get to Fireball Drive Rush in Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. Oh my goodness. Do I gotta put some training wheels on? Dang it. There we go. This is so stupid. I think he has to overhead under the low one, and then you might have a chance, because then you can't throw another low one until it leaves the screen. Something like that. Dang, man. Reminding me about Gil in Street Fighter 5. It kind of sucks. Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5, all those characters that never really got developed. Street Fighter Cross Tekken also. TM is legit a rock star. What? I bet he plays bass. He looks like a bass player. Isn't Makoto vs. Q the worst matchup in the game? Until... I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. But until Q players stumbled upon the throw-in voll glitch, where you crouch and then stand up and you're throwing voll. Before that, that matchup was pretty miserable. But back when people said that that was a bad matchup was also when pretty much everybody sucked at this game. Most hated characters to fight as Hugo? What was that? My friend just messaged me about Helldivers. Most hated character to fight as Hugo is Yun. Between Yun and Oro. I mean, most of the matchups are bad. Chun-Li is pretty bad. But fighting Yun is the worst. Because they just build meter and then basically skip neutral with Gagan. Like, if a Yun player is determined to play like it's $1 million on the line and they just back up, build meter, oh man, it's so miserable. Though I played a really long set against Megaru. He's pretty good. His Yun was really good. And I did pretty well. TM plays bass in a band. Good guess. Called Areas? Makes me curious. Cute gameplay is just teabagging. Oh! Went for the red parry. Cute dash. Uh-oh, 2-0! Elena with healing is so awful. Yeah, you're right. That was pretty bad. My biggest tip, I put this in a YouTube video back when I just started uploading YouTube videos again. But one of my biggest tips against Elena is to randomly down parry, and if you hit the slide, you win the match. If you play Hammer Frenzy. If she does slide, you can parry this. You can punish this on parry with heavy punch clap. Oh my goodness, execution, please. That all combos. That should be 8 hits. That's a combo. If you hit her one more time, she's stunned. And I believe crouching light kick and then super jump or regular jump. And that's a safe jump against her uppercuts. Yeah, and then you win. Yep. Yep. Danger! I think the overheads. I think you just lariat these or ultra throw. that sucks. And I think if she spaces it well, you're not in range to ultra throw, right? Oh, I jacked up the recording. I might not even be able to 360 this. Okay. Oh, that sucks. Is the clap hits hard to link? Nah. So heavy punch clap, when they're crouching, is plus 23. This is 19 frame startup, the medium punch clap. So you're looking at a 3 frame link, maybe, might be 4. And then medium is 20 plus 20, and then light punch is 17. So it's not a 1 frame link, it's not a 2 frame link. It's like a 3 or a 4 frame link, depending on whatever, however this math works out. You can actually Kara. You can Kara the medium and the light. It's hard. This is hard to do. Like that. This can give you more reach, but man, is it hard to do. There we go. 8, 8, 8, 8. Yeah. Are empty jumps negative? Just depends on the advantage. If you knock them down and you have 10 advantage, it's negative. Yeah. That's a really hard thing to math out in this game. Like safe jumps. Safe jumps are a thing in this game. Like, even a really fast super, you can do a jump attack, but if they do the super and you do an empty jump, then you can block. Your attacks add recovery to your landing. Like most fighting games do that. So if you find the sweet spot where you can attack or do nothing, then you have something. Hey, TM's fucking this Yang player up. I missed a lot of the chat. I find Yuri and Akuma worse than Makoto for Hugo? Urian, if you don't know the matchup in mid or even low-high level, yeah, Urian's an extremely bad matchup. But if you really study it and know what you can punish when you parry everything, if you parry his normals, you know exactly what you can do to make it hurt as much as possible, that matchup might not be bad. It might end up being not a bad 6-4 for Hugo. But until you learn the matchup, it's at least 7-3. Unblockable. If they could just do an unblockable and then mix up the unblockable when you parry it. And even then, if they just know how to do corner pressure, that matchup sucks. But like, for example, if Urian does toward medium punch and then heavy punch target combo and then you red parry it, you should be able to get a heavy punch clap and then a light punch clap and then a hammer frenzy and then a setup. If you compare that to red parry and then 360, you didn't do a whole lot. You didn't do enough. If you parry Remy's crouching heavy kick, then you can do heavy punch palm. That's good. Same thing with this crouching medium kick I learned recently. If you parry Remy's crouching medium kick, you can get a heavy punch clap. Good old slide to destruction. What's up in Silo? You need to have a high lab level to have safe jumps in a game with multiple wake-up timings. No, not really. Supers, the knockdowns vary per character for the most part. Like, Shotos tend to have the same knockdowns. I think Ken gets up faster sometimes by 2 frames. The twins have the same knockdowns. But I think everybody else, just vastly different. But when you super somebody, they can't quick tech. So if you look at that knockdown, you find something off of it. And that's, you can potentially do a safe jump. But with this training mode, it makes things so much easier. Man, I remember back in the day, like when Street Fighter 4 had a training mode and you could record things and it felt groundbreaking. Wow, I can test things on my own. Now you got this. And this is awesome. This is so awesome. Do you know, like, just having this tool 20 years ago would have accelerated, like, United States third strike so much? Just seeing this number, oh, it's plus 20. That means I can do a medium punch clap, right? Yeah. And if they attack on wake up, I hit them. Like, that means so much. Or even just discovering the rules of the game. Like, wow, this is plus 20 against Elena, but it's not against, Ryu. Or unlikely. Wow, it's plus 14 against Ryu. What does that mean? Let's see. Let me see if I can demonstrate this idea. So the setup against Ken is dash up, jump. If you empty jump, I think you can block even the SA3. I think. Let me see. Let's have Ken do Raging Demon. I believe even if he does super, you can still block in time. Yeah. So then, if he does uppercut, I think it was if you did a normal in the air, you can still block the uppercut. His EX uppercut is stupid fast for no reason. Huh. Huh. Yeah. What are you doing? Ken, why aren't you listening? That's weird. But look what happens when I do a splash. Oh my god, Ken, please. What are you doing? Do the dang move. I think my recording's borked. Splash takes too long. I think it hits later while adding more landing recovery. What are you doing, Ken? Well, anyways, this is also something that could happen in this interaction. People will throw, they'll parry for the splash, and then throw. Something like that, right? Where is throw? Oh man, I just ruined it. This is where... Oh man, isn't it beautiful? Fuck, pressed the wrong button. So sick. And I wanna say if they forward parry and then throw, a light kick will punish that. It's not a real frame trap. It's not meaty. Your only meaty from here is splash, unless you do something else. Also, double dash and then overhead should combo into Hammer Frenzy if you do it right. The 6, I messed it up. There we go. I've been working on those setups too. Anyways, what are we talking about? That's a good one. I want to look into forward heavy punch meaty, because that does a lot of stun. If they down parry, I think that's better than toward medium or regular medium punch. You could do neutral jump into Yo H as well, like in the corner. That's probably easier to time. Mid screen. What? After Hammer Frenzy? I don't believe you. What? What are you talking about? Do you mean empty jump? Like that? You stupid, dumb, fucking Hugo player. He got Hugo brain. Don't worry, I'm getting dumb too. I used to blame my phone for my typos, but now it's just me. I take full responsibility. Every time I post on Twitter, I'm like, damn it. How come the edit button doesn't work for responses? I'm just kidding, man.
そうですね。うまい。うまいですね。組み立ててよけた時に PA 確定のちゃんとやってますね。隙間に開けてね。
Hey. Oh, he did the thing. That hurts. If Q don't got no taunts, this combo actually does a lot of damage. So his health is about where the Q is at of his name. Right here. That's a chunk. That's like 25% or more. And you get a lot of meter back. Am I crazy, or was there a timer on 3S Online coming out where you had to join Karnav's Revenge? I heard about that. Yeah. That sounds right. Matchup is really awkward. That's a lot of third strike is like that. And sometimes I feel that, especially nowadays, knowing what I know now. Neutral makes less sense than it ever has before. Like, why do we even do what we do? It's cool though. Like, I should write an essay on third strike neutral just so I can really figure out what's going on. Because I made sure they whiff something and then you punish it. Duh. But why did they whiff something? Why'd they whiff? What they whiffing for? What they doing over there? Third strike this year will be of a main event. Yep. Just like Marvel 3 was last year. And it did get some screen time at the top main stage. It's really cool. Boom, boom. Did he just Kara command grab? Why? Yeah. Was this the right time to do it? If they did a fake, I guess it was kind of, I mean, it wasn't that bad. It might have hit at this range before they jumped. Or if they walked forward, that'd be funny. What up, Gresh? Sup, brother? Oh, I think you asked that earlier and I forgot to respond to it. I saw it. What do you think about Raging Demon at 3S? It always makes me laugh when it lands. It's so cool. Yeah, that's what I think. Yeah, it's cool. Oh man, Heavy Kick Demon is so sick. There's probably some fringe use cases to actually use it too. Like, I bet if you... Oh, I bet it works on Chun-Li. Hold my beer. Let's say you get a parry on Chun-Li's heavy punch, right? Let's do that again. Let's see if it works. Oh, you know what that means. Let me tighten up my belt. This is hard to do. Woo! That's a combo. That's a combo. Is it better than other combos? I don't know, but it works. That's cool. What I have to do to Google for third strike training mode? Nothing! You can Google !point play 3S in my Twitch chat. And I prepared a document just for you. Back turn is the most obscure mechanic. It's great for Alex. There's a way that Hugo can do his heavy kick into 720. That's like a tool assisted type of trade. I forgot what it was, but it is possible. Think. Sup, brother? Yeah, get in there. I'm still pissed about that Akuma / Chun-Li player who was on Wi-Fi, I think 2 bars, and minimizing and maximizing the game. Man, that was my first match of the stream, man. You're trolling. Stupid bitch. Fuck you. Where you at? What you seen? I'm in North Carolina. Scene is doing pretty good. This player named Flannel Jack, or GK, he revitalized it quite a bit, and he got better. Greensboro's about an hour away from me. I went to the arcade a week ago. No, like more, a few days ago I went. It was cool. I went to the arcade in Hope Mills. Stop button. It's a good arcade. I did some Tachi Gigases and nobody noticed. Everybody else is just playing Dance Dance Revolution in some gun game. I'm over here doing Tachi Gigases. No kudos at all. People definitely min-max windows against me when I activate. That's jacked up. That's why I don't play. That's why I don't want to play against Wi-Fi. You know they're up to something if they're playing Wi-Fi and they know. If you play on Wi-Fi, you should be like, sorry, appreciate you accepting my match. And then cheese with it. They don't know I can talk to Giga's party meme. I did that. I tweeted that. I tweeted that. Where's it at? They don't even know I did Tachi Gigasec stop button. That's me. Ibuki can do jump heavy punch and a grab super. It's so funny. Hugo's not the only person with a 720. Which is not a 720. It's a 540. But Ibuki and Akuma have command grabs that are just as fast as 720. I think. You can't jump out of them, is basically the point there. Hey. 3S just looks so overwhelming. It's so entertaining to watch. You know, back in the day, people thought it was really slow. This game is really slow, man. And compared to, man, I played my friend in Super Turbo at the arcade. And he's pretty good. He's like really good, you know. He used to win tournaments here. And I just fuck around with Ryu and figure it out as I go. That game sucks. I was doing good. I was like winning some matches. And like, I was like, man, I just have to be so stupid. Just gotta uppercut sometimes. I wake up, uppercut between strings, super in between strings, jump sometimes. Like the only thing I can do on reaction is uppercut jumps. Like, wow. My tech with Ryu and Super Turbo is heavy punch trades. That's my jam. Oh, your Ken throwing a fireball? Bow. That's it. That's all I got. I'm gonna just jump around and do tatsus and build meter. Forward heavy punch. Cool. Game sucks. It's fun though. Every Street Fighter is slower than the last. I'm scared what 7 is gonna be. I disagree. I think Street Fighter 5 and 6 are too fast. They're fast, and the decisions are just on the cusp of being reactable. But then there's multiple things that can punish your reactions when they're on like the fine line of being able to react to it. That's why Street Fighter 6 is in this weird spot where it doesn't feel like wins are deserved. Because even though you reacted to Drive Rush, you reacted with the wrong response. Like Luke doing back heavy punch, and you try to check it with a jab. So then you eat the back heavy punch, then you get put into another mix-up. He puts you in the corner, you gotta guess, he does big damage, and you're just like, man. So the answer is to Drive Rush before they do. Are you good at Alpha? I only played Alpha 3. My Cody was okay. I could run Alpha 3. I could do crouch cancels and stuff with Cody and guard breaks. That's fun. I wish Alpha 3 didn't have the crouch cancel stuff. Because I think it would be really good if it didn't have that. But the crouch cancel just makes the game really lame. Sucks. How do you deal with Yang Rekka? With, what? There's a lot of time in between the Rekkas. If you red parry the Rekka, the fastest he can do the next Rekka, it's gotta be around 16 frames or something like that. There's a lot of time in between the Rekkas if you parry them. So it's pretty much a guaranteed punish if you red parry. Otherwise, just block. He's minus. Just block and wait. That's one of the beauties about Third Strike. Most characters just block. Just hold down back. Just look. You know how they say take the throw in Street Fighter 5? Taking the throw is even more stronger in this, in my opinion. That was sick. That was sick. That was sick. It's still sick. Oh, he won't go with buttons. Oh, boy. Oh, oh. Oh, he put him in chip range. He's in chip range. Oh! But did you see what TM did? That's why he lost. Man, I can't do full screen. That's why TM lost, because he did something cool. You can't do something cool and win. It's against the rules. Look. Medium kick, car command grab. That's really cool. Oh, look at buttons. This actually beats command grab. He did down parry medium punch, so it might not have beat a really well-timed throw. But that was good. That's how you gotta do it sometimes. What are you hoping for, Akuma? What are you hoping for, Akuma? Am I Akuma? What are you hoping for, Akuma? Shush. I just hope they balance the game with Akuma. It's gonna be really disappointing if they release Akuma and have no changes. Because I think Ed's good and fun, but it's still the same fucking thing, man. I'm still just checking drive rushes, DJ driver's jab, Kimberly doing elbow fake and the regular jump. It's gross. Do you play Second Impact at all? I understand Hugo sucks in it. I bet he doesn't. I bet Second Impact just never got really figured out. I'll figure it out. No, Hugo could actually do 720, Tachi Gigas. I believe he can jump cancel in it as well. So I'm in there. Which Street Fighter do you think has the most player This one! The most player interactions, this one for sure. Even Chun-Li with her broken super, and even Yun with his broken super. It's not like it's kind of crazy to think. It's not like Yun gets Canadian at the beginning round one start. At least he has to build meter and then get in a little bit. That's the worst case scenario. But Chun-Li, she don't do much damage unless she has super. She's just annoying. She has to poke at you to build meter. Build good meter. Whereas Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 6, you'll often see 3 to 5 interactions can potentially win a round, depending on the comeback factor or not. This game you see a lot more exchanges and hits. So right now, neither player has super available and Yang just spent meter. So there's 1 hit, there's 2 hits, 3 hits. I'd say about 4.5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That was a reset. That's 10 interactions. Interactions that hit about 11, 12, 13. About 14 interactions that ended up in a successful hit. So there's probably like around at least 20 decisions being made or more in one round. What makes DJ drive harder to check than Jury or whoever else? It's not faster. That's not it. It's really not. I think it's harder to check Luke. But Luke doesn't have EX Fireball, which is also how you can skip neutral. The one thing Luke can't do is Fireball Drive Rush. DJ can do it with his OD Fireball. He can actually jail you if he spaces it correctly. That's dumb. So you can't even... You can't check it. You can't even do anything but leave block. You just... It's stuck in block stun. Well, he just gets in. Here's my plus frames. Man, Sajam... Man, I love Sajam to death. But he had a clip recently where he's talking about crouch, medium kick, drive rush. And he made good points.
Drive rush, and a lot of people talk about the strengths of it, but I thought today
Can y'all hear?
Talk about how it can lose you around. And this is Phenom versus Save from Capcom Cup. I just
I'll turn it up a
this
little
on
bit.
YouTube, but I figured maybe I should do more highlights for Twitter as well. And just look at this round as a great example of how offensively spending your drive rush can get you in trouble. So anti-air right away from Phenom. He spends 1 brick to go for offense, and it's a throw that safe breaks. Then there's a couple of normal interactions
now.
here. And Phenom is down a whole bar from blocking 2 normals and a whole bar from his offense that he tried.
Yep.
He does crouching medium kick, jams in the drive rush, and does jab. This is a very common interaction, right? This is the interaction people are talking about on Twitter. You jab, and then it's throw or not.
It's a bit overzealous from Phenom to drive rush that early. I don't think Safe gave him any indication that he would get clipped by the crouching medium kick. But at this point, Phenom is depending on this crouching medium kick to actually hit. And then if it does,
down a whole bar from
he needs the next mix-up to be successful,
from his offense that
which would still be really rewarding. Right here, the best he can do here is throw, which is not doing much to his opponent's drive gauge, but it will do a lot to his because he just spent 3 bars, and now Safe, if he defends against this correctly, he's going to be way ahead in the drive gauge.
Kick jams in the drive rush and does jab. This is a very
so
common interaction.
The defense is that the crouching medium kick in the drive rush was too costly. It took a lot of his drive gauge away, and it didn't have a successful outcome.
Right, this is the interaction people are talking about on Twitter. You do jab, and then it's throw or not. Safe backdashes and is correct. And now he has a huge 5 drive gauge lead, and he just jams.
Here's the kicker.
In his own button, knowing he can target the drive gauge and...
He just did a crouch medium kick drive rush. He answered a bad crouching medium kick drive rush with crouching medium kick drive rush on block, and it forced them to get burned out.
Force a burnout.
So it's like Animaniacs. Here's a good idea and a bad idea. But the same idea is crouch medium kick drive rush.
And then he, immediately goes for crouching medium kick drive rush. Even on this hit here, notice that his pressure is so light because he doesn't have drive gauge to commit. And it means
that jab hitting, that's the other issue.
He doesn't have drive gauge to
Phenom actually tried to check it, but he got counter hit.
Commit, and it means that
Safe gets
to take advantage in mid range.
Yep.
Even afterwards, the drive gauge makes a really interesting decision.
He's got no super.
Crouching jab
stops the combo.
Run, stop ends early because the super gauge here for Phenom is just about to fill up so that he can do heavy DI, right? And
like this whole process is really smart from both players, more so Safe, of course.
And leads to a stun on the wall.
But it just leaves Phenom with barely any choices because he did 1 bad crouching medium kick drive rush, which, yeah, he deserved it. But it's not interesting. It's not interesting.
Wall off the DI, and then
he probably can kill from here with the level 1
drive gauge management here.
Nope.
Phenom then sends it on wake up. We got ourselves a round, right? This whole round.
That's a guess. Straight up. Yep. And Phenom did have 1 more chance because he got all his meter back from the burnout. It wasn't out of the cards for him to win. Because I mean,
here, Phenom then sends it on.
He's still 1 decision away. He might have been able to survive a throw also, which means if they don't throw and they attack, I mean, it still kind of sucks too, but yeah, just kind of stale, you know? A little bit stale, if I do say so myself. Street Fighter 6 should really have 8 drive pips. Getting burnout and instant losing from whipping a single reversal gauge is dumb. No, I think 8 pips will be more dumb, right? There's 6 right now. That would mean more crouching medium kick drive rush, more regular drive rush that's also building meter. I think the issue is in the lack of defensive options against those drive rushes. Maybe drive reversal should have 8. It's more than 8 drive rushes. It's at least 9. Those are the 2 culprits that I can think of. The guaranteed DIs when they're burnt out. It's pretty lame. It's not that interesting. The response of they deserve it is true, but it still doesn't make it interesting or fun. So I kind of wish drive reversal was better at dealing with low for drive rush into jail. Make drive reversal cheaper. I mean, if it's cheaper, it still sucks. That doesn't help. You know, currently, right now, nobody does it because there's not a reason to. But you can react to drive reversal with supers, with invincible moves, too. But it's like, who cares? Why would you even do that? The screen freeze is so long on drive reversal that you can reactionary super it after you drive rush. But again, nobody does it because who cares? It's not impactful enough. So either the screen freeze has to go, or it needs to be faster. I don't know why it's unsafe on block. That makes 0 sense. They gotta add some, like maybe 2 things. They gotta buff it in at least 2 to 3 ways. But the problem with drive reversal is that they don't want that. They don't want defense. They don't want you to be able to. They want you to guess. Like, I'm so sure. It's the same shit with Tekken, man. I'm plus 17 in your face. Here's my chip damage. Oh, man. But, all that aside, I think Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 are going to have a bright future once they work out how they're going to really have the games boil down. But both of the games are kind of a mess. I think Tekken 8 will be pretty awesome eventually. I like a just frame after drive reversal where you'd spend a bar for a bit of damage. That's not a bad idea. I don't think it needs to be a just frame. Like maybe you can drive. That's a good idea. That's worth considering. You could do drive reversal and then spend more if it's a successful hit, or spend more to make it safe on block. That sounds kind of whack, but that'd be cool. Or to make it plus on block. There might be something there. Until you get parried. Until somebody baits your drive reversal and perfect parries it. Oh! It's -8, yeah. It's -4 if you're in burnout. Hooray! Whippy! I feel like people hold on to meter too much in Street Fighter 6. Which Street Fighter 6 are you playing? Is there ever a way to search through your clips? Where is it? There it is. I found it. This clip is the reason why I haven't played too much Street Fighter 6. This isn't the moment where I quit, quote unquote, but this is the reason why I stopped playing. It's the most obnoxious match I ever played. Round start, drive rush, back heavy punch. If I check this with light punch, I'm taking like 50% damage. I'm in the corner. So I just back away, Don't even deal with it. He does it again. He backs up in his drive rush. Light punch this time. If I check this, I might get clipped because my light punch might not even reach. Cool. Then his low forward drive rush cancel and it hits me. And then he jumps. If I tech the throw here, all of the crazy decisions he made in the first 6 seconds would have been well worth it. But thankfully, I anti-air. Thank the gods, I got an anti-air. Low forward into level 2. And this dumbass is mashing level 3. Thankfully, I blocked. So I go for the corner carry. And then I specifically do the knockdown that leads into a guaranteed unblockable DI. Which is lame. It's not very cool. But it's there. It's like, this is what I'm doing. This is a full combo. The knockdown leads into a combo. He can't do nothing about that. Drink for the meter. Save my drive gauge. Yep. He waits. I hit him. Yep. And then he fucking rage quits. That's why I don't play Street Fighter 6 no more, man. It's so stupid. So stupid, man. Every match is like that. But I don't know who's having fun. To be fair, that can happen with any game. No, it can't. What? That's not true at all. No, it can't. That would be 2 drive rush, low forward drive rush, empty jump on my wake up. Then they mash super. And then they get unblockable. Can't do nothing about it. And then they rage quit. Nah, man. I was there when you quit. I've been kind of wanting to boot it up again, but I just can't. I don't get around to it. I think Street Fighter 6 is designed for someone like no other Prodigy. Hey, that's mean. Why would you say that? That's not very nice. No other Prodigy is a Prodigy. Very talented. It's not very nice. The rage quit is sadly quite common. I have fun when people rage quit. I can. I think it's when I'm not having fun and then they rage quit. I don't give a fuck about rank and points. That doesn't really matter to me too much. I mean, I guess the whole match shouldn't matter by that logic at all. When was the last time you played through arcade mode? This weekend, when I was at the arcade, and nobody noticed my Tachi Gigas. I mean, it's solid play, no offense, but it kind of sounds mean, I admit. No, I agree. No other Prodigy is a Marvel player. He's good at, like, the multi-layered offense, which... going into burnout early and then recovering it. He's the epitome of what I thought could be possible during the beta. Like, he's the best at it, I think. Just relentlessly and skillfully. It is good. He's the best at just overspending. Hey. Thanks for chilling and watching, everybody. I've been bad at streaming on Mondays because it's usually like a day where I finally get a little breath. I get a little moment to myself, and I end up not being as productive as I need to be. But I did some editing, turned the stream on, so I appreciate y'all tuning in. Need to get back to doing morning streams. Which Fightcade characters most commonly rage quit? I don't get too many rage quits on Fightcade. But I'm probably a bit lucky because I stream and most people want to actually just play. I don't know what the normal experience is like on Fartcade. I saw Frank Yeager and it made me say Fartcade. Frankie Fartcade. Cross stream gaming. What up, Joe? How's the politics been, man? Hey, who you voting for? I'm sorry. Don't answer that. Forget I mentioned it. Woo! I got a boogie in my eye. Rage quits are rare on Fightcade. I believe it. Hopefully Capcom will tone down Drive Rush a bit in Street Fighter 6 Season 2 balance patch. Toxic. No, just observant. I don't know if it's the right decision, but I would experiment with increasing the screen freeze on Drive Rush by a couple frames. Maybe like 15. Make it 15 instead of 10 frames. I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter 4. That's my boomer game. Hey, God bless you, man. Godspeed. I hope the 3 people you play on delay-based netcode is is working out for you. Three says at least toxic scene. I guess that's true nowadays. I'd experiment by oh my goodness, Porky Pig over here. I'd experiment by putting T-Hawk in the game. What you mean, man? You got Lily. Go forward, plus frames. What are your full thoughts on crouching medium kick Drive Rush? Come on, Sonata. But what about male models? I think it should be toned down a little bit, but I don't see it going away. It's by design. It all started with Street Fighter 4. Ono sitting at his desk. But what if you could do low forward and fireball, and then more on block and hit? But at first, Ono was like, hey, let's make Street Fighter a turn-based game. And they were like, nah, we can't go that far. All right, so let's make it a turn-based game. Yeah, crouching medium kick Drive Rush. Get used to it. Flip, 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 Adelphia. FADC was a mistake. It's just, I think it's reward. The reward is too high on those kinds of mechanics. And 4, 5, and 6, have it. Do a button, do a thing, block or hit. It's good. I'd love to see you play Second Impact sometime. I did at one point. A long time ago, I booted it up. Just to give it a little shot. Played some Hugo. At least Meteor was expensive in 4. Yeah. 4 was a mess. You look back at 4 now, it's like, man, this is it's not Mugen. It's not as bad as Mugen. but it's pretty close. Did you like Street Fighter 4? I think Street Fighter 4 was the best era of streaming and fighting games. The game was not so awesome to me, but for a lot of people it was. That's been my MO since Street Fighter 4 and especially 5. The way that I like and liked Third Strike, other people like those games. So I never wanted to poop in their Cheerios. So my MO was to help people enjoy their fighting game more with what I knew. So in that way, they all had something to offer. So they were good for that. Are you good Parry in 6 as third? Yes and no. Parry in Street Fighter 6 is kind of weird. It's actually harder to parry in Street Fighter 6. To perfect parry in Street Fighter 6, it's harder to parry in that than it is for this. Parry is pretty easy in Third Strike. But Street Fighter 6 parry is so small that it feels random. I'm not saying they should buff it and make it easier to do, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's only 2-frame window, so it makes it feel like you got lucky when you perfect parry. Man, medium kick into Kara throw. Oh, he didn't taunt? He probably meant to do either a taunt or a dash punch. I wonder why he didn't do anything. I think somebody mentioned earlier how Q is too technical. I love Q. I just wish I had the technical capacity to play him. Just Kara throw, man. How's your pocket, Remy? I was cooking Remy last time I played, but I haven't played him yet. I've only played Hugo pretty much. I think I played Yang and Ken like once, but I've just been focusing on Hugo. I played a little 3S at the time, Street Fighter 5. Maybe go back to 3, and now I see the hate for Street Fighter 4. I can't emphasize enough that I think Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 are going to be really good. They just need time to figure it out. Hopefully. I hope so. Hey, is that going to be it? TM, bow, 10-8. CQ's pretty good. He's alright. Everybody who plays Third Strike is a troll, man. Bunch of non-serious human beings. I can't tell if he's serious or not, or if his legs are just tired. He's doing it again? Or is this like a Q animation? Is he throwing Vol when he stands up? Here you go, Look at this. Man, what's all this? I ain't been getting these matches on my feed. Playoffs. Hugo. Where? Where is Hugo at? That might be high. Who is this? Who is this? Is that YSB? That's YSB's color. Man, I want to see one of these Hugo players do a jump cancel clap, man. I bet Hayao ain't gonna do it. It's gonna be YSB if anybody. Maybe Hugo. Oh man, 3S bones, you gotta stretch him out. I read him out today. Felt terrible. Oh. Ugh. Yuck. Oh. Disgusting. What am I gonna do for dinner? Oh, I think that works if you do it really late. Hard to do it. What the hell? What up, Ghost from DS? I saw you had a popular tweet recently. I forgot what it was, but I was like, I think I know that. I think I know that name. Ugh. Just take the command grab, bro. Don't do it. It's not worth it. What are you gonna throw? MT? I punch for the pressure. Backbreaker! EX clap! That would have been a super if they parried it. You gotta stir up some trouble, huh? Cheat. Dang, you can hit it from there? Got too low shorts. Hey. Matchup sucks. Man, this is one of those YouTube videos that don't get uploaded. Hugo just getting dunked on. Oh, there's still a chance. Aww. How do you punish that? How am I gonna program that? Oy. I know how to parry it, but how do I fuck him up? Pit Gill. Ah. Oh. Which one do they do? Probably heavy kick, right? Oh, that sucks. That sucks. The timing's different for each one. Can I just hit him? I can't? What? Man, it side switches. I can't get the clap out. Oh, that's different. That doesn't punish. Oh. Oh, oh my God. That sucks. What's happening to my button? What the heck? My mode switch? Oh, I'm using Yun. That sucks. That doesn't even punish. That's terrible. That's not even that good. I can cross-cut this. I can do a cross-cut backbreaker. Maybe. That does more damage. That sucks. Can't even punish it that good. Okay. Oh. Oh, does that? If that works, that's good. It's so hard to get the timing for it. Oh, that's so messed up. I could probably super it. Maybe I should block it standing. Like that? It's gonna be a 360 punish or hammer frenzy probably. That sucks. Oh, it hits me in the air sometimes too. Oh, it messes up the input. Oh, man. Just gotta 360 it. Oh. What? Oh, I didn't hit up. I did. That's gonna have to do for now. Oh, I can't even do special moves. Like Lariat would be a good idea, but I have to delay it and then do it the other way, and that might be too. It might take too much time. Turn my Lariat into a cross-cut backbreaker. Oh. What if I could do meat squasher? This is dumb. That doesn't punish. Oh. Sweet punish. Maybe I can get between the hits. I might do that. Oh! Medium punch. That's probably the most easiest thing to do. Can you crush the second hit? Yeah. That would make it, you know, be easier to punish, but the problem is I can't input something for it to go the right way. I watched too much of your stream and now I want to get serious in the third strike. Nice! Let me know if you need help. Seriously. Who are you gonna play? What else, Smooth Cat? To do it the other way. How can I do the input? I don't know how to do it. It doesn't make sense. Oh, I got one. There we go. Just do it mad late and use it as an anti-air. There we go. I like that. All right, all right, all right. I can live with that. Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's okay. I think that's it. It's either gonna turn into a cross-cut backbreaker or a light kick lariat that still punishes it, I hope. I'll take either one. Well, let's try the light kick version. That might be good. Ah! I hate you. I hate you. Guess I'm doing the same thing. I just want to see if I can parry both with the same timing. Man. Can't. I don't think so. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to be it. Yuck. Can you space your jump to get the clap? Maybe. That might. Ugh. I don't think that punishes. Still the same problem though. Because they switch sides, it messes up the input. So I think the best thing to do is to do a backwards lariat. You'll either get the backbreaker or the lariat. Oh, I got ultra throw. Oh. And the timing of the side switch might vary also. That's terrible. I think that's gonna be it. Okay. Let me see if they're blocking. Yeah, that might have worked. Maybe. Okay. I don't know if they're blocking or not. I feel like it's not punishing. Whew. Stuck in that hell. Okay with that Twitch Prime. Do a little Twitch Prime. Let me do a little stretcheroo. Oh man. Oh. If only I was an OnlyFans. Then my stretches would really count for something. Just pain. All I know is pain. I wonder what this is. Got some choice words for Bezos. Any more Hugo? What's this? I'm sweating. Oh man, my internet. Man, I'm about to switch. I see my kilobyte struggling. That ain't good. I don't like it. Shot up to 7,000, 10,000. What are you doing, Spectrum? 15,000? What is this, crypto? There we go. Yeah, I might switch internet companies. It's ridiculous. Tired of it. How are the ads? Are they done? Yeah, it should be done. I was gonna take off, but I'll stick around until the next ad comes up. And then end the stream. I don't think Makoto players use her charge Hayate enough. I mean, I'm sorry to give Makoto players a new tool, but when you charge her Hayate, it makes it safe. I think plus if you charge it high enough. So what it does is it deters Hugo from whiffing buttons to get meter. You just release it to whiff punish, and then if it charges enough, you can let it out. It's going to be unpredictable how to parry it, or you just cancel it. I want some. Man, I haven't had Indian food in a while. Respectfully, having Spectrum as a professional streamer is like being a professional custodian with a toothbrush. All they got is toothbrushes in this area, man. They're just now starting to get some fiber. Well, they had some fiber, but it's got 1-star reviews on Yelp. But now we got some new fiber, and the name does not have brand recognition at all. They just installed Ting Internet. Ting! What the heck is Ting? Is it possible to parry on reaction, or is it not realistic to do that and you need a read? Just depends on what it is. Depends on how fast what you're parrying is. You can totally parry a fireball on reaction if it's very far away and it's slow. My sincerest condolences. I just wish it was, you know, consistent. So like that. That's it's not only about guessing high or low with the parry. Oh, the charge Hayate, that makes it much simpler. I don't think so. The regular Hayates, especially the EX one, I think is reactable. But when you're holding it, I don't know, let's find out. I don't think so. I think you're bypassing the startup in a way. You're increasing the startup, but you have startup to get to the Hayate, and then the startup for the release should be faster. I would think so. Let's find out. This is gonna be weird to test, but okay, hopefully I didn't catch on to that. I'll see if I can parry it on release. I don't think so. Okay, I guessed. I gotta do another recording. What you can do, if you are experienced enough with dealing with this, there's still a maximum amount she can hold it. So at some point, she's gonna have to release it or fake it. It's a long time though. Let me see if I can hit the max. No way. That's really fast. I don't think so. It's actually not the best thing that it knocks down. Because if you whiff punish with this, and you go into SA1, that's really good. Like that. So if Hugo whiffs a normal, which he kind of has to do in this matchup, if you're playing footsies as Hugo against Makoto, you can't whiff punish your moves on reaction. You have to anticipate when she's going to do something, and then you can hit medium punch or cross medium kick. So that means Hugo, it might whiff something in your face. And you know what's even whack? More whack? Makoto can Kara her Hayate, so she can put herself in further range to then whiff punish. My friend was doing this, and it's so annoying. So you hold it. I guess you would do the heavy punch version, right? I shouldn't be telling Makoto players new strategies. It's plus on block too, if I believe in it. It's plus on block if I recall correctly. If you hold it, let me see if it's what? Dang, even the CPU can't block it. Hello? Oh, right here. +4. That's ridiculous. Usually it's -10. Dude, what? Even? This is Ryu also. +4? What if you hold it the whole time? +4. So +4 is the maximum. I shouldn't be telling y'all this. It's gonna make Makoto players that much more annoying. Sand all the wrinkles on your brain as smooth as possible. Does the spacing matter? No. Nope, it's not related to active frames. It's hitting on the first frame. Well, I want some string cheese. I'm hungry. Starting to crave food. Alright, I'll watch this match and that'll be it for me. We'll take off. It's kind of funny, this whole time with Hugo, we've been throwing vol with 360 on wake up and sometimes accidentally jump canceling it, so making it more throw and vol. Lamb vindaloo? I ain't got no money for that. Dude, Indian food is such a hit or miss, man. It's either awesome or like, it's alright. But it's always expensive. Indian food it's a gamble. Unless you know the place is good. The best Indian food I had was in Vietnam. The best Thai food I've ever had was in Japan. Probably not going back to those. Oh! That's Hayao. Oh! Oh. That is one thing about this matchup is Hugo has good throw range, so Yun, if he's too close, throws pretty good. I used to have a sick place a block away from me. I was sad when they closed at the beginning of the pandemic. Bro, there used to be one like 5 minutes away from where I live, and they had a bunch of weird hours. They weren't bad. It definitely got the job done, but they're not open anymore. It sucks. Where I live, it's just a lot of Mexican food. There's one really good Mexican place here. That's about it. Got some pizza places, local. They're alright. Alright, I think that's enough for me. About do it. Ooh. Alright, one more. Looking like Hayao versus Chun. How do you beat this character? This is what I was talking about earlier. In neutral in this game, like, what are you supposed to do? You definitely don't crouching medium kick that Parry. I wish I could coach Hayao. Be like, bro, crouching medium kick is a thing of the past. Light kick Lariat. Light punch clap, EX clap. Oh. Oh, that's whack. Oh. Nah, this ain't gonna be a YouTube video. This is just gonna be Hayao getting washed. The way God intended it. Or, what do the kids say? Unless... Get that clean 720 and then lose. Let's go, Hugo. Oh. Oh, Gara grab. Who is this Chun? Oh, no. How could you? Ugh. Okay, cheap as hell. The stand medium punch not powerful against Chun. I thought that was a good button. It's not that good against her. It's really easy to whip punish it, and it's not really doing a whole lot. I think it does hit her when she's crouching, so that's good news, but not when you're close to her. That's weird. Oh, that's not cool. I think because her crouching animation is not only low to the ground, but it doesn't have like a... It's not thick. I'm hitting the hitbox where her head is supposed to be at. So it's as if my medium punch has less range than it would against other characters. Let me see if that's correct. So I'm at 135 for our throw boxes when she's crouching. Let me compare that to Ken. Let me get to about 135 on the crouch boxes. So right here. Oh, still not in range. So let's say 130. My suspicion is that it has less range against Chun-Li while she's crouching. Let's see if that's right. 130. No, it's about right. 133. No, it's about the same. I wonder if she does crouching medium kick if she gets lower. I've never looked at that. She does. Her hurt box gets lower when she does crouching medium kick, so that might make crouching medium, standing medium punch whiff. So 133. I'm a little bit. I'm looking at the wrong number. 133 on the throw. I don't think it's very good against her crouch medium kick. I think she actually goes under it. And it's also much faster and more rewarding if she has super. So I wouldn't use it like that. It's very hard to use this move. When I fight against Chun-Li, I'm more inclined to parry. Parry at ranges. But like I was saying, for Hayao, if you parry this, you should probably do Lariat. You can actually get heavy punch clap or light punch. You get medium. Yeah, you get medium clap. That's really good if you can get the combo for it. 2 hits. That's what you gotta do, man. You can whiff punish this on reaction with your medium punch and even crouch medium kick, but I would suggest using medium punch. It does more damage. Knockdown doesn't matter that much here. It's not that big of a deal. Though I think you can EX Lariat against Chun-Li and have advantage. I think. That might not be right. One more thing. Stop. Can't do it. Sitting weird. Come on now. No, I can't do it against her. I think backbreaker you can. Come on now. That one kind of works. Eh. Don't want that to side switch. All right, I'm getting out of here. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Have a nice night. I will likely see you tomorrow. I'm gonna put some more hours in. Y'all take it easy. Later.